What's up, guys? I'm the MMA Casual, and today I'm going to be covering my predictions for UFC 285. It's safe to say it's the biggest card of the year. John Jones is returning after being out of the octagon for 3 years. He's moving up to heavyweight and fighting for the heavyweight title. So, first off, please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe. I'm a TikTok creator and podcast host coming over from there and trying to get started on YouTube, and I need your help. So, let's get right to it. It's a big weekend. The prelims are even good. I'm going to be covering two fights from the prelims. First off, I have Dricus du Plessis coming in at a negative 240 favorite against Derek Brunson. I feel like he's going to be able to take it, beat Derek Brunson in the second round via TKO, and he's going to be able to enter the top 10 rankings in the middleweight division. I think du Plessis actually has a very good fight IQ. I think he's going to let Derek Brunson show what he has in that first round, and then he's just going to come in, be technically sound, and he's going to get the job done. Moving on up, we have Cody Garbrandt, a true fan favorite, someone who's been extremely disappointing recently. He's 1-4 in his last 5 fights, and personally, I think it's win or get out of town. But I do think he's going to be able to get it done in decision against Trevin Jones, who hasn't shown much himself. I believe he's 2-3 in his last 5 fights, and I'm just hoping to see a Cody Garbrandt who's really motivated, keeps his chin down, is brings in his boxing tools, which he has a lot of, and I just hope we see more of him like he was back in the day when he won that bantam weight belt against Dominic Cruz. Moving on into the main card, and this is where things get a little fishy. I have 3 official locks for the night, but the odds are so crazy that I don't recommend any crazy parlays or any gambling really. But if you're gonna do so, be sure to do it responsibly. We're starting off with the fan favorite, where all the hoopla's around. It's Bo Nickel coming in at a negative 2,000. Yes, 3 zeros against Jamie Pickett. And I think it's fair. I think he might take it. No, not might take it. I think he will take it. And I think it's going to be a first round submission. But like I tell everybody, this is fighting and anything could happen. So don't bet the house on anyone for future reference. But yes, Bo Nickel will get it done. I think he is the future of the middleweight division. I think he's going to come in. He's going to dominate. I think we're going to see a lot of what we saw in the Dana White Contender Series, and it's going to be a quick start to the main card. Next up, we have Gamrot coming in against Jalen Turner at a negative 220 favorite. And personally, I think this has potential to be fight of the night. I think we're going to see some really fun fighting. I think we're going to see these guys battle it out. But ultimately, I think I have Gamrot winning in decision. So let's see what happens. Also, guys, let me know what you think about my picks below, and be sure to share this. Next up, we have, of course, the Phenom, Shavkat Rakhmonov, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. And of course, he's facing off against Jeff Neal, and his odds are actually Shavkat's a favorite at negative 525. That's so ridiculous. And he's my second lock of the night. So Bo Nickel, Shavkat Rakhmonov. And what's so fun about this guy is that he has an 100% finish rate. He has 16 wins, 0 losses, 8 TKOs/knockouts, and 8 submissions. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's nothing this guy can't do. And I think he's worth the hype. And beating Jeff Neal puts him into that conversation where it's like, okay, this guy's a problem. Let's start giving him some heavy contenders. I keep seeing questions about him and Hamzat. I think it's a little too early for that conversation. Let him take out a few guys, earn his way up the rankings, and then let's give it to him. But I think that's a potential fight to come. I think he's a really complete fighter. He is the future of the welterweight division. He's deadly, and I think he is going to win via second round. And I think I'm leaning towards decision, but really I think he's gonna just let Jeff Neal do his thing. He's gonna feel him out the first round, then come in the second round, take him down, either obliterate him on the ground, striking ground and pound, or getting that submission. Let me know what you think. Moving on, the co-main event, we have the negative 600 Valentina Shevchenko beating Alexa Grasso. So my third lock, obviously. And then do you see the pattern? Negative 2,000, negative 525, negative 600. Those are not things you bet on. Even the parlay doesn't look good there. So again, I don't recommend the parlay bets. But either way, I do have Valentina Shevchenko coming in, and I think she's going to be extremely dominant this weekend. I think she's hungry. I think she has a little more to prove now that some fights have been a little closer in the past. I think she's going to get a second round TKO, and I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be a fun fight. I think it's going to be very one-sided. I think she's just going to dominate. Those who love Valentina Shevchenko are going to love it. Everyone else is just going to be sitting there with their mouth open. I guess that's kind of what we want. But yes, Valentina Shevchenko, and that's my third lock of the night. And of course, I have to mention the main event. I made a whole video dedicated on this, and of course, again, it's Jon Jones versus Ciryl Gane. We have the greatest of all time, which I just want to say, win or lose this weekend, he's still the greatest of all time. This could only add to his legacy. It can't take anything away. You know, it's a win-win for him, in my opinion. Ciryl Gane, on the other hand, he's a very technically sound heavyweight. He moves like a middleweight. That's what everybody says, and it's true. He great movement. He's very accurate in his striking, and I think he actually brings in a huge problem. He is the underdog, but guys, the MMA casual is siding, and I hate that I just spoke in third person, but the MMA casual is siding with Ciryl Gane. He's the underdog. He's a plus 145. Yes, 145. But I do think he's going to be able to break down Jon Jones. I think he's going to be able to keep the distance. I think he's going to be able to utilize his kicks really well, land some body shots. He's going to do some real damage with his leg kicks. I think it's going to limit Jon Jones' movement, and that's going to take everything away from him. Jon Jones is not going to be able to get up close and personal and do his damage, be as unorthodox as he likes to be. And personally, honestly, I think that in his last fight, Jon Jones did show signs of serious declining against Dominic Reyes. That's just one fight. I can't say that's my only reason. I also think ring rust is a factor, and I think him going up a whole division, a whole weight class is massive. And I think it is going to affect his fight style. So if Ciryl Gane is able to really abuse his legs, if he's able to hit him like a heavyweight, which Jon Jones has never been hit by a real heavyweight, I think Jon Jones is in for a real long night. With that being said, I just want to state Jon Jones is the GOAT. He can easily beat Ciryl Gane. It's a 50-50. I'm just leaning a little more towards Ciryl Gane. He could get a submission win. He could walk in there and dominate him, get him in God knows what on the ground early on. He could win in decision. There's so many things that could happen. But ultimately, I think I am siding with Ciryl Gane. So just to wrap things up for you guys, starting off with the prelims, I am siding with Dricus du Plessis, siding with Cody Garbrandt. Then I'm siding with Bo Nickel, Gamrot, Shavkat Rakhmonov. I can never do that. That's a tongue twister. Valentina Shevchenko. And lastly, my only underdog pick, Ciryl Gane. So guys, I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. Continue to subscribe, continue to like, continue to share. And again, my first 1,000 subscribers automatically join a giveaway. So be sure to be a part of that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments.